Hey everybody, what's good? It's your girl Major DeVoe. We're back for another episode of Artist Uncut. I got my co-host here.
Lamore Compton, aka Lamore the Great, in the building once again.
Always. And a special guest, very special guest, D Wade, aka David Wade.
Thanks for having me up. Peace, peace, peace.
And the crowd goes wild.
A little bit, tiny bit.
So talk to us, D Wade. So you're a writer.
Yes.
You're a producer.
Yep.
What else?
Oh man, easy. Professional spaghetti maker. You know what I'm saying? That's just first. That's just before the music.
All
It's
right.
all about spaghetti.
So you gotta make sure you bring us a bowl next time.
Real quick, two bowls, three bowls. I got you.
Cool. You don't do no voodoo or nothing.
No. It's a little bit of unnecessary barbecue sauce.
Do girls still do that? Have you heard about this? I mean, you don't eat a woman's spaghetti. Is that a thing?
That's what I hear. I hear they put like period blood in there.
Whoa.
Who is they?
Oh, from
All
what
women?
I heard.
Is that
The
a
girls that do
Not-
the voodoo shit. Yeah.
This is not the spaghetti I was talking about.
I just want to know.
No, that's what I heard.
And none of my friends do it, but I heard
I will
about
hope
it.
not. I hope none of your friends do
Or
it.
maybe they wouldn't tell me.
Yeah, I don't think they would. But what I hear is they put the blood in the spaghetti, and then if you eat it, you are just like theirs forever or something like that.
I will
That's
no
what I.
longer eat spaghetti ever again. I'm
So,
going to
yeah.
Panda Express for the rest of my life.
That's what they say. They
Shut
say,
up, Panda. This is
Shut
not
up.
sponsored
"Careful with
video.
the spaghetti.
This video is not sponsored.
But all right, so professional spaghetti maker, songwriter,
Yeah, and-
producer.
And I gotta add to it because it's very important. Dancer, because dancing is the reason I started doing music.
Oh, that's
to
cool.
be quite honest. I'm gonna tell y'all a super truth right now. I had no idea I was gonna do music.
Really?
Never. I never saw myself producing, writing. I started off dancing so crazy. Dance teams in New Jersey, where I'm from.
Okay.
Big up Jersey.
Shout out to Jersey, big Jersey. But yeah, everybody from my hometown knows me as a dancer, as a dance choreographer. Won Apollo 4 times, all types of
What?
Oh, that's dope.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
But yeah, taught
You
choreography.
be out there really
and,
just,
you know, just
He don't do that.
I know, whatever. Don't hate
no,
my
that's
moves.
way better than me. Like that was
See,
way
he
better.
Said, he
I'm
said
trying to
it's cool.
get there. If I can get there, if I could have got
He
there, I
only can
might
do that
have.
one arm though.
Yeah, only one though. I can't do it. Got to catch my left side.
You know what I'm saying? But it was crazy because I started while dancing, learning how to make club beats. You know the beats that everybody on right now, the boom, boom, boom,
Jersey
boom,
Club?
boom.
Yeah.
That's the thing right now.
Yeah, Jersey
Okay.
Club is.
That's what
the
I
wave.
started with.
That's
right?
what's up.
So then I would make those types of beats for all the dance groups in the area, Jersey, New York. And then I said to myself, like, why not just start making regular beats?
Mm-hmm.
And I learned how to really get acclimated with that from my older brother, DJ Mike. Shout out to Mike, Bryson Tiller DJ. Y'all know Black Mike. Yeah, he was the first person to really sit me down and say, listen, I like what these club beats is doing. Let me show you how to make real production. He's been a DJ forever, so shouts out to Mike because I wouldn't be in the music without Mike, right? So, boom, started making beats, and then it was just grandma basement beats from there. Just beats every day, beats every week. I would call over all the dancers to come dance to the beats, listen to the beats, take all my beats to the barbecues. Like, oh, we having a cookout this weekend. I'm grabbing the book bag. I got all my beats in there. And just a really important nugget to the story, which I think is very key. I was at a barbecue with my beats, and a friend of mine was like, yo, these joints is hot. You should play these beats for Eric Hudson. You know what I mean? Another big producer. He did Flashing Lights for Kanye.
Oh, that's what's up.
All types of amazing productions from Eric Hudson. Shout out E-Hood.
Lights.
And he was the first person ever to actually take me serious as a producer, to sit me down in front of all his plaques and listen to my beats. And at the time, I only had like 30 beats to my name. You know what I mean? Just 30 beats, nothing else. I was still starting out, and seeing him in front of, you know, all the plaques and the guitars and the keyboards. I never forget the day I met him. I met him at like 5 a.m. Like, we were waiting to get up with him all night. He finally got back from a Jay-Z session. Hit my bro Chad like, yo, if y'all still want to pull up, pull up. Chat like, yo, you woke? I'm like, hell yeah, I'm woke. Boom, we pull up
you
on
can't miss that
oh my God.
Yeah.
We pull up on him. He playing us the craziest, just playing every instrument at the same time, just doing guitars, doing pianos, doing the drums. I'm like, yo, this is inspiring.
Yeah.
You know? So
Do you play any instruments?
I play piano.
Piano.
Shout out to grandma for having a
That's the basis. That's the basis. If you play piano,
Yeah.
grandma.
that's the basis.
That's
Shout out grandma.
right there.
And so, how long have you been making beats now, or producing? 'Cause I
well-
don't like to say just making beats. It sound, but producing, because when you're producing, you're putting all type of instruments, all type of sounds on there.
I like that.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, I'd probably say since I was 20, 21, like I'm in my 30s now. So when I was 20, I was already producing for Kelly Rowland, Missy
What song did you do for Kelly Rowland?
It's a song I did written by Rico Love. Shout out Rico Love. I'm sure everybody knows
Kelly
Rico.
Rowland.
Called Each Other.
Wasn't she was on the red carpet recently or something like that, like mad at some lady or something. I seen, was it like the Met Gala or something?
Oh,
like
the
that?
lady
You know
who
what
was
I'm talking-
behind her said something to her about moving out of the way or something like that.
Yeah.
And
She
she
looked
said
like she was
something, you
about
could
to-
see her mouthing the words.
Like she was about to slap her off the steps. And Kelly looked so sweet, you know. And when I seen her with the little attitude, I'm like, oh, okay.
But yeah, so this was like some of my first beginning works. But yeah, producing kind of was something that I thought I would once again only be doing, and then I got into songwriting from a negative, right? So I negatively got into songwriting because when I would send my beats out to other writers, they would take like 2-3 weeks to get me a song back.
Right.
So I'm like, I got people calling me like, yo, we need that song for
So
for
you
boom,
like,
boom,
I
boom.
just do it myself.
I said, you know what? I'm just going once again sit in grannies and learn how to write.
You need
Shout out
something
Granny.
done, you need to do it your damn self.
Do it
That's
yourself.
true.
So that's what I did, and then one of my first songs ever that I wrote, I'll never forget. Just I'm at grandma's house. I'm in my bedroom, got some furry doggy slippers on, watching TV, and I wrote this
fave.
song called "Grown Men." And my manager at the time, she sent it to this artist named Jay Brown. He wound up taking the record, and it was the first placement I ever got as a songwriter. I produced the record as well, but it was my first songwriting placement.
Mm-hmm.
They paid me 10 bands for the song. I'm only 20 something. I never seen $10,000 for writing. This is my first song I ever wrote. So at that point, I'm like, okay, cool. We need to write some songs.
Dang, 10 bands for the first song. That's goals right there.
I'm like, whoa. So of
Yo.
course,
And that was your first song.
First song.
Right.
And what I did with it, I immediately took that cheese and got my mom an apartment. That's the first thing I did. I'm like, yo, mom, we getting you a spot. Because my mom at the time was going through a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, a lot, So I thank God that I was able to bring a blessing back around. Like that.
That's what it's about.
That's what it's about, yeah.
Yeah,
I
you
was
gotta
just
do
about to
that
say
community-wise.
yeah. And when you focus, when you on your path, great things happen. God always puts you in position.
So we covered your production as a producer, you as a dancer.
Mm-hmm.
So now let's get into you as a writer. You talked about you started writing almost out of spite of people not doing what you need done.
Right.
So you were like, you know what, I'm gonna do it myself so I can get the product that I want.
Facts.
Kudos to you for doing that, and good job. You're doing a great job at it. With that being said, how far has that taken you in your career to where you've been Grammy nominated or Grammy award winning?
Grammy nominated.
Grammy nominated.
Platinum for things that I never imagined I would reach these certain accolades. Like, I've written for Nipsey Hussle.
You're on one of my favorite records.
Yeah, Hustle and Motivate.
Oh,
shout
yeah.
out to Go. Shout out to King. Shout out to Legend
I listen to
Nipsey.
that when I'm in the gym.
Rest in peace, Nip.
Rest in
but
peace.
yeah, one of the biggest songs I've been a part of. One of the biggest artists I've ever been blessed to work with. Hustle and Motivate. Go stream that. It's still crazy. Go hit that
Every
right
day.
Still.
But
Great
segueing off of my mom, and why that's also key, and I'm glad you guys brought that up, is because that specific song went platinum last February on the exact February 16th, which is the exact date of my mom's birthday.
Wow, that's so cool.
Like, if God is just looking down, like, yeah, I'm right there. I'm watching everything.
Blessings.
So I can't make this stuff up. You know what I mean? Like I cry like a baby when that, like, because I couldn't believe it. And when I first, came out here, a few people wanted to sign me, and I was blessed to also write for Ariana Grande.
Okay.
Another amazing artist, and I wrote Honeymoon Avenue for her. Go check out Honeymoon Avenue. I just re-released that 10-year anniversary, going crazy still. Honeymoon Avenue tour, all of that. Who I actually wrote that song with another great friend of mine, Victoria Monet. Shout out Vicky. One of the first, which she's going crazy right now, right?
Crazy.
Got every award in the known universe. Shout out to her. Shout out to my big bro, Tommy Brown.
Tommy Brown.
Two of the first amazing musical souls, and two of my best friends right now to this day, that took me in when I first came to Cali, you know what I mean, and immediately welcomed me in to their warm graces, working me. We created a great chemistry. We did so many songs together, and the Ariana stuff was some of that, and that also was one of my first number ones ever in my life.
That's
you know what I mean? And to watch where Victoria Monet is now is like, it's like a dream. To see where Tommy Brown is like a dream, because I remember the days where we used to, yeah, man, y'all want to split it to go to the movies tonight or go get some Chick-fil-A, and it's like, man, to see my friends winning and
like you all winning together.
You know what I mean? It's like,
it's a whole different.
You have a conversation with people and you say, "Yo, one day we gonna get," and then that one day comes, and then all you can think is like, man, our energy is important. You know what I mean? The spirit is important, because
the power of manifestation is, especially when you have people on the same vibration and frequency as you.
Oh my God.
It's crazy.
And me growing up in the church, like I keep mentioning my grandma and things like that, like I've always been a spiritual person. I've always been from the dancing background, a very exciting energy type of person. So I kind of just follow that spirit of that good energy, that dancing, vibing energy everywhere I go. When you come across the energy that don't feel like that,
yeah,
you know what I mean? When you feel that good energy, boom, you lock in, and then magical things happen.
Magical things happen.
So how do you shift? So when you're writing your music and writing for different artists, how do you shift your mindset to write different genres and appeal to each artist?
I kind of look at it from a perspective of like dancing as well, right? Like with dancing, instead of me giving you what I think you should do, I kind of amplify what I see where you already are, right? So let's say for you, if you were like, yo, I need some dancing for this upcoming, and you do a lot of stuff with your shoulders, you know what I mean?
We're going to go towards that.
Then we're going to play up.
Play up the strengths. Not your weaknesses.
We're going to play off the strengths. We're going to play off the strengths. Like recently, I had a great time writing with a good friend of mine named Lucky Day, another big artist, another great friend of mine.
Yeah, beautiful. I love
Shout out Lucky Day. I'm on his new album that just
Lucky
dropped
Day.
today. Actually, go get that algorithm. We on that.
Wait, can you plug that one more time?
Okay, so once again, we gonna reel it
Bring
back.
it back.
Shout out to the big bro Lucky Day. Just dropped his album. Algorithm is out now. I wrote on there.
Today.
We got 2 songs on there. Go listen to Top. Go listen to Blame It featuring Teddy Swims. You know the vibes.
Man.
So working with Lucky Day was magical because you kind of get to see somebody in their natural. We spent a lot of time together just at the studio, at the beach, hiking, just vibing out, going bowling, and you kind of see like through conversation and through a person's interests is like where their heart is at. Like, okay, this person, they feel intelligent. They feel like they're looking for love. They feel like they've been through a lot. They, you know what I mean? They got their head on straight. They got goals. Okay, cool. Let's write from where they are. You know what I mean? And it's easy to do once you just kind of look at it like a conversation.
Yeah.
Like, okay, this person this is where they at in their life. You know what I mean? Love is on their mind. You know what I mean? Success is on their mind. Friendship, family is on their mind. Okay, cool. We got so many topics to write from. We got a million topics to write from at that point. Oh, they like going to Brazil. Oh, we writing about Brazil. You know what I mean? So you kind of, instead of just imposing your mind onto someone, like, I've written these big songs, so this is what we gonna talk about, or type stuff. I don't know about curse the podcast, but type boop, type shish.
You can tell he a producer.
He's got a lot of sound effects, boy. Don't get him started.
So you drop all ego, you drop all pride of whatever accolades you think you got, and you connect with a person from their heart, from their mind. You know what I mean? From their interests. And then you meet them there, and some magic is gonna happen.
Right.
Have you ran into a lot of politics in the industry?
Recently, no. In the beginning, yeah. Like, before I was acclimated with anything that mattered, there were a lot of meetings of me just going to meetings with people who do matter, and me just trying to play my music for them. And you know, I won't say no names, but I remember taking one meeting in Atlanta with some really important producers, and I walked in there, they got the platform, and then they like, so as soon as I walk in, I'm like, yo, so good to meet you. They're like, yeah, what songs you got on the charts? I'm like, that's great. I don't even know. What songs you got on the left side of the charts? Literally. I'm like, damn, I got an iPod, I don't know. And then, you know, it got to the press play moment, and they was like, so yeah, let me hear something. One of the bros, he looking me up on Google while I play my song. He's like, so who you say you wrote for Day 26? I'm check see if he really wrote for me. They didn't believe nothing I was saying. They're like, okay, you did write that. Okay. Oh, you did produce on that. Okay, so that made them feel a little bit more comfortable.
So they must get a lot of people that just come in and say they've done this.
Oh
and done
my
that
God!
And
what?
really just
of course,
line
that's
up.
normal.
What? You go get 2 chains from the mall, you know what I mean, for $60. You walk in there like, yeah, I got 6 on Kanye.
It's giving could have been records.
They're like, oh, maybe. Yeah. So I do get it. I understand why they had to do that and why they had to, you know, be a little cynical with me, because people do make stuff up. But I wasn't doing that at all. But so this was a funny part to me. So I go to play my music. The music is so low. It's so many speakers in here, by the way. I'm playing my music. The shit is like, I'm like, why can't I hear my shit? They play their music, speakers come out of nowhere, the lights go down, projectors, they got alcohol. I asked them, I'm like, yo, can I get a shot or something? Like, while we playing the drinks? No, we don't drink in here. As soon as they put their music on, they're like, yo, where the Ciroc at? I'm like, yo, what's going on? Bottle girls come out of nowhere. I'm like, yo, what's happening? So, you know, and they told me, they was like, yo, we ain't got time to hear too much music. I played 2 songs. They played 12 songs. Had a full party going. So it just showed me like, yo, this
politics.
is what I got to prove myself.
It's politics.
You know what I mean? I
got to
prove
have leverage.
myself.
Yeah.
That's what we learned in the last podcast that we filmed. It's all about leverage in this industry. If you don't have that, they going to treat you like you ain't nothing.
Yeah, I had to prove myself.
Like you don't know nothing, and they're gonna take advantage of that because you don't know nothing. But
Speaking
the
of
more you learn,
politics,
I was gonna say the same thing. Oh my god,
great minds think alike, huh?
Yeah.
Go ahead, I'll let you. I've been talking too much.
No, the story of my life. Oh my gosh, like every report card I had was like, pleasure to have in class, talk too much.
Oh, I used to
pleasure
get that
to have
too.
in class, talk too much. Whatever, it's cool. Great participation, talk too much.
I used to get in trouble too. I'm like, dang, why I'm getting in trouble for talking in class? I'm just a friendly.
It's too friendly. Sometimes you need to do your schoolwork, kids. Do your schoolwork. Okay, so I did see something on the internet that was a little bit interesting to me. I saw that Amber Rose had a chain of Donald Trump with the red hat on, making America great, and it's like a full gold chain, like heavy, like this big, and just huge.
That's crazy.
It is crazy because the election just happened. The presidential debate just happened. What, last night?
Last night.
I'm not even informed with any presidential information whatsoever. I know more about Kendrick Lamar and the Drake beef
Yeah, I ain't
And that's what's wrong with the world.
And that's what's wrong with America.
Yeah, they're like, yo, did you see the debate last night? Nah, but I seen the battle rap between Geechee Gotti and Tay-Rock for sure. I watched all 3 rounds of that.
So I thought I liked Drake music the whole time. I actually like Lil Yachty's music.
Because Lil Yachty was writing for Drake, huh? I remember that.
I started listening to some of the reference
he
tracks.
wrote a few songs.
And I was like, dang. Oh, that one, like a two-time road champ. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
It has like a little, it's like a little whistle in the background. Okay, I'm not good. I give up.
Don't
I don't
sound
know the
familiar at all.
word.
You know the one I'm talking about, right?
Doobie 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 doobie.
Yep.
You know that song?
They know that song. Anyway, shout out Lil Yachty because
Shout out
apparently
Lil
he
Yachty
been writing hits,
and
man.
the song that she.
Shout out Drake for performing that song so well. Anyway.
Yeah, he got a joint with Fred again. That's crazy too.
Wait, do you think is Drake work? He probably knows better than anybody. Is Drake working on some new heat to come out after this "They Not Like Us" thing?
So here's the thing. So I gotta tell you this story, and I kind of, I have no jurisdiction to say because I fucked up already. So like years ago, a manager of mine was trying to introduce me to Drake, and we pulled up to Drake crib, me and like 2 other producers, my big bro DJ Camper. Shout out DJ Camper. It's the camp. We were supposed to be, playing beats and stuff for the boy. We walk in the crib, and he like, yeah, man, y'all check out the crib and do your thing. So me and my bro K2 at the time, we walk around, we looking at the pool, and then we go back in the living room, and my manager is, they in the studio, and she like, hold on one second, we having a quick meeting or whatever. I'm like, all right, bet, I'll wait out here, let me know when y'all done. K2, so K2 sitting out there with me. I'm watching Men in Black. So I'm watching this movie, and the next thing you know, this movie watching me. I'm knocked out. I'm asleep. And then by the time I wake up, they done. Everybody done. Drake done played the music. They done had the meeting. Ain't nobody come wake me up.
Wow.
So then in the car, my manager like, yo, why you
slept
falling
on
asleep?
Drake.
So for the whole, no. I wanted to hear.
No pun intended.
But the whole thing is, this was during if you're reading this, it's too late. So it was like, yo,
if you're waking up,
it's too late. I had my chance to meet him, you know what I'm saying, play some beats.
If you're waking up, it's
I'm like,
too late.
but then every month after that, my manager would keep telling the story, like, yeah, Wade fell asleep at Drake house. Wade fell asleep. I'm like, why ain't nobody wake me up? But I ain't gonna hold you. Recently, my big bro Lucky been telling me that, like, yo, you be falling asleep at the studio a lot, bro. You gotta
I'm
figure
that
it out.
person too.
I gotta stop smoking.
I fell asleep at Tiana Taylor's house one day. It was random.
I was excited to
You
meet
fell
Big
asleep
Bro.
at Tiana Taylor?
I don't even know how I got there. It was one of those random days where I don't know how we're here, but we here. Mine Shopper's dog was all in my face, and then next thing you know, Stacey Barth was there that night. Shout out Stacey.
Shout out Stacey. She's also
She was
on
there.
the Nipsey album.
She is on the Nipsey album. She's an amazing writer.
They just got divorced, right?
They
Tiana?
just got a divorce, and that's what I wanted to talk about because apparently he's paying her a 7-figure settlement after that divorce.
That's crazy. And she don't really gotta pay him nothing. Like she keeps all her money. He gotta pay her
I didn't know he made that much more money than her.
He gotta pay $8,000 a month in child support. Yes.
Wow.
And he has to give her like part of his
Situation.
Yeah. I don't know the exact amounts, but she came out like good.
Wow.
Like, what do you think about that? How do you feel about divorce and?
I feel like it's a situational thing, and perspective is reality. So you don't know what the people are feeling on their side. So I can't even speak on that.
I feel like
for
she
once.
had that answer ready for like the past 3 years. Somebody asked me this.
And I did.
You was too prepared for that.
Certain things I'm like, I'm gonna step this one out.
Yeah, I mean, I think that me personally, and I don't know, because I'm a person who can't wait to get married one day, possibly, hopefully.
Single ladies.
But but the whole thing is this: if I had to imagine the concept of divorce, it'd just be like, yo, if it's you divorcing, you divorcing. You go that way, they go that way. But the concept of like, you met someone and you guys created this vow of we are together, we are symbiotic, our love is forever, blah blah blah. And then when a divorce happens, it literally becomes now a money situation.
Enemies, they become.
That's very interesting to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there's not a lot of other frameworks that can happen in that way other than business. So it kind of goes from like a love bond to like a business battle. Mm-hmm. So that's a little strange. And I just hope that people can see sooner the type of people that they might be falling in love with, so that they don't run into a love business.
No, facts.
So what happened with them though? Why? I thought they was like just super in love. Like,
Me no know.
I don't know nothing. That's it.
No,
I can't
no.
say-
We don't know.
I don't know nothing.
know nothing.
We just know he has to pay.
Wow, he does have to pay. Hey, you were on a show.
I was a little bit. Called
You were on a
Songwriting.
show. You guys can still check out the clips on YouTube. They are available. The song's actually pretty dope. I listen to it every once in a while. Still, and it's old.
Thank you. He is old. It's like
It's old.
from 1979. I was on Soul Train.
He was. He was the first Soul Train dancer. Y'all didn't know.
She's like, yeah, you was on the first Soul Train.
He's really 85. Y'all,
Yeah, easy.
black
85
don't crack.
for sure.
they used to be getting it on Soul Train.
Alkaline dying.
But no, it's a show called NBC Songland that I was blessed to be a part of. I was on the Usher segment. Shout out Ush. And shout out Esther Dean, who was super cool.
Esther Dean,
and fun.
amazing songwriter.
Shout out Shane McAnally, awesome guy, great songwriter. Shout out Nashville, holding it down. But I met some great people on that show. It was an incredible experience. I learned a lot. I learned a lot about teamwork. Meaning like just the crew and the set and the coordination that they had was very inspiring. Like everybody was just on point in a way that I felt like, man, if I can get my team like that, you know what I mean? Like nothing was missed. Everybody was so on point, very cordial, very, very great energy the entire time. And I didn't fall asleep.
Amazing. He didn't sleep on Usher. He just slept on Drake.
No.
No Diddy.
No, Diddy.
Is Diddy came out of hiding yet? Anyone heard from Diddy? We only heard that apology.
That's probably his homie, so we don't want to say too.
Whoa.
Let's be realistic. This is the industry. Everybody knows Diddy through somebody. We done all been to Diddy's house at
Have
some
you ever
point.
worked
His
with
studio, something.
Diddy or almost worked?
I worked with Day 26, with Donnie Klang, with Danny Kane through Diddy. Yeah. I don't have any personal placements with Diddy. I was supposed to be on Last Train to Paris. This was one of those scenarios that I learned a lot from where, and at this time I was still young underneath these producers called Soul Diggers. Shout out K-Mac, shout out Bless. Wouldn't have been here without y'all.
Big shout out.
I would make beats, they would take the beats in and they would do their thing. So, they got cool enough with me to the point where they said, yo, we're going to start bringing you to the big sessions, little bro. So, they brought me to some of the pub sessions and brought me to like some really huge sessions, brought me to Missy Elliott's house, all types of cool stuff.
So you got to meet Missy Elliott?
No, Missy Elliott was real. I was on tour with Missy.
Missy Elliott got to meet me.
No,
I'm joking.
She really, really, really inspired me and made me feel confident as a producer when at that time I still was on my first 100, 200 beats. Mm-hmm. And for her to, and when we were at her house making beats for the project, our block party at the time, it was me, 2, 3 other producers, and she would just come around and check on our progress. And, they used to call me Mo Cheddar back in the day, all of this. Weird name, whatever. So she would be like, oh, Mo Cheddar going crazy. He on his 4th beat right now. Okay, I see you. Hold on, play that right there. So I had never experienced nothing like that. Yeah. I was just coming from the space of, I'll send beats in to K-Mac and them. They get it placed. Let me know the good news. So this was one of my first experiences of literally being there, hands-on with the superstar that Missy Elliott is, actually interfacing with Missy, her shouting me out, giving, you know what I mean?
Cool.
Yo, you want some snacks, little man?
Yeah. What an experience.
Let me get some Teddy Graham. Yeah. Missy Elliott Teddy Graham. You know what I mean?
It hit different when they come from Missy.
Right. Oh, what's this, a Sprite? No, this is a Missy Elliott Sprite. You know what I mean? You just happy as fuck. You know what I mean? So it was super cool.
She's a legend, man.
Yeah, and she really inspired. But the whole concept was, I learned a lot during that time because, I did 9 songs for Last Train to Paris that was supposed to be on the album. my big homies was telling me like, yo, you got like 9 on Last Train, and then out of nowhere, them 9 was not on the train. Because
that
what
last
happened
train
is,
already left.
oh man, because what I learned, and it's not just this specific artist, but a lot of big artists do this. They cut a lot of songs.
Well, yeah, I
They'll
went to a
cut
Chris
like
Brown writing
60,
camp. They had like
70.
200
Oh,
songs submitted.
I didn't know that.
I only wrote on 2. I had no chance.
Yeah.
It's a 0.5%. Like
They cut so many songs, which is also letting me know that, listen, for all y'all artists out there, and I'm talking to myself as well, we gotta have a lot of songs. And we talk about Missy Elliott right now, and she's still putting out songs. So it takes songs.
It's
and
just that consistency.
Yeah.
You just
Missy
gotta be
Elliott is a
making.
legend.
Yeah.
I would always shoot for the one. Yeah, it's this one song, it's this one sound, it's this one beat. But like, no,
And it
it's
don't
this
work that way.
1,000
Yeah.
beats. It's this 1,000 songs. Like,
And it's funny too when you think like that. It's this one, and the one that hit, don't be that one.
It don't never be the one that you
don't-
want it
yeah.
to be, or the one you like
The
the
one
most.
where you like, yeah, this a hit, and then it be one of the other ones where you didn't even think it was a hit, and the shit becomes a hit. And
Yep.
yeah, that's how God always got a
random
different
song,
plan, yeah.
random day, random session.
Yeah,
Always.
Yeah, yeah, yep. So what you got in the future for yourself? You looking to do any other talents? Learn anything else? You trying to act or anything?
I mean, recently, I've been blessed again, like I said, to work on Lucky Days album that just dropped today. I'm really excited about that. I also recently worked with Dr. Dre. That was an incredible experience for me. I was blessed to.
Did you go to the concert, the Kendrick concert?
I didn't make the concert. I was in a session.
Okay.
I wasn't able to make that concert.
Dedication.
I wish I could have went though.
Work comes first, baby.
I think everybody wishes they. I know miss a lot of things, but if it's one thing, I'm like, dang, I really wish I would have made it.
Yeah, I should have caught
That's
that.
one of them ones.
Lil Duval, did a tweet about that. He was like, I don't really miss being at too many things, but I wish I was at that K-Dot concert,
Yeah.
that Kendrick concert.
Should have caught that. You know, caught that for the culture. But so yeah, worked with Dre. Worked on a new Snoop album that's gonna be dropping too. It's incredible. Got a chance to hear the new Snoop. Shout out Snoop.
You got a lot going on coming out, man. We gotta make sure you guys follow him.
Please do just a tiny follow. I mean, even if you follow and unfollow, think about it and then follow again. Just try if you can. We don't always ask for follows, but when we do, Lord, if you can just.
He got a comedy special coming out soon too.
Right, I might as well.
Add that to the long list of
Yeah.
things to describe yourself.
I ain't gonna hold you. I've been writing down a little bit of stand up. You know, I've been.
Same.
I don't know. I'm afraid to test the jokes out though, but I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get.
Go
the
to an
cut.
open mic. Go to a random open mic.
Yeah.
And don't tell anybody who you are. Give them a random name.
Just
and
do a
go
whole
do the
stand-up
Yeah,
with a
just do a
mask
stand up
on,
and
bro.
leave.
It's always been an inspiration of mine, so I'm gonna tap into that space one day.
Yeah.
As far like as what's your main? How can I say this? What's your main goal? Like of man, I can't articulate it correctly.
I like what you're saying. I feel where you going with that. I
Picking
think
up what he putting down.
yeah. Pause. The goal is definitely to inspire people that grew up like me. Like I grew up in foster care. You know what I mean. I had a big family. Was snatched from my family due to all types of issues with aunts and uncles and alcohol abuse and different stuff. So. I got into music as an escape from pain, as an escape from problematic situations, and growing up in the hoods in New Jersey, Newark, New Jersey, and going to some of the most dangerous schools. Like music was an escape for me, and I want to double back and inspire kids that are just now turning 17, 18, 19, 20 to, if they're going through what I was going through during that time, like, yo, you can do it too. And that's why I think hustle and motivate is so important, because that's the alma mater to my life, right? Like, no matter what you're going through, no matter where you come from, no matter what you're dealing with, hustle and motivate the people around you, So my goal is to be as motivational as possible to the culture, to people all around the world through my art. If I make them laugh, and that's why I tap into the comedy as well, because that was one of my escapes as well, you know what I mean? And that's definitely a big thing for me, coming up this summer, besides the releases or other people that I mentioned, I'm really excited because this summer I'm going to be doing some of my first speaking engagements. The Queen here has set up a nice event coming up in August where I'm going to be on the panel of, and I got a couple of songwriting workshops that I'm going to be doing as well. And I'm going to be dropping my own dance project this August called Spring Water. It's a 7-song Afrobeat EP.
Oh,
it's
that's
crazy.
exciting.
Okay.
So I just got to talk about that real quick. And yeah, our goal is to inspire people, inspire the youth, inspire the people who feel like there's no way out. I want to show y'all, yes, it is. I made it out of anything you could possibly imagine, and I laughed my whole way through it. So y'all can do it too, and I'm going to be here to inspire y'all and keep that good vibe going while we run it up.
So what's your best piece of advice? So I'm a producer or I'm an artist.
Yep.
And I've been trying to...
You an artist? You a producer?
No, I'm hypothetically. I am an artist though.
You do music.
I sing,
Hey.
So I got the microphone right here.
Okay.
I be doing my thing.
See, first of all, he stole my muscles. When I came upstairs, I had mad muscles under my jacket. I'm telling y'all this. I turn around, he got my muscles.
You
on.
snooze, you lose,
He took
man.
those.
I was like, no one's using them. I had to pick them up.
Right. He took those. He borrowing those. I'm sad.
But yeah. So what's one piece of advice you would give to somebody who's probably discouraged or just, they not seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, but it's there. But like,
That's a great question, big bro. What would I tell someone who needs to see that light at the end of the tunnel? They discouraged. They're like, yo, I want to give up right now. It's not happening. I'm 2 months behind on rent, et cetera, et cetera. I would just say to them that if you want it to happen, as long as you keep cooking in the direction of it happening, it will happen. If you start today on trying to do anything you start today, if you wake up every day and do a little bit, it don't matter how little, eventually you're going to be done. You're going to get there. And that's the goal. Like, if you look at it like hopping in the car and going somewhere on the highway, it's like, as long as you keep driving, you're going to get there. If you stop, you not get there because you stopped the car. You got to keep going forward. And no matter how much you don't see it, because you want to, it will be seen eventually. You just got to keep wanting to. If you lose the desire, it's over. Amen. Even if the opportunity is there for you the very next morning, somebody tell you like, yo, Jay-Z wants to meet with you tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. But if you lost the passion last night at 10 p.m., you're not going to even have the right energy for tomorrow at 10 a.m. Yeah. You might oversleep.
Yeah.
So you got to keep the energy. You got to keep the passion. You got to just know that, like, it will happen because it's all you do. You don't do nothing else. So bringing it back to Big Bro and the muscle shit, like, if he keep working out, he gonna keep looking like that. You know what I'm saying?
I may get even bigger.
But, you know what I mean? It's the same way with anything you're doing musically. If you learning stocks, music, real estate, whatever you're doing, like, as long as you keep getting in the gym every day, you got to do something every day. Even if on that day all you did was have a conversation with somebody that you feel is valuable in that direction. And all you did that day was have one phone call with one A&R. You know what I mean? Or you don't know no A&Rs yet. All you did was go on your computer. Me, when I was 21, I would go on the computer and I would just look up labels and look up contacts and emails, and I would just email motherfuckers from my grandmother's crib. Like, I do stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I don't just sit there. So you gotta really just try, like, you you gotta keep pushing forward and just know you can't fail. There's no such thing as failing. There's only quitting. You know what I mean? You could quit and then that would be equated to a failure. But as long as you don't quit, you cannot fail because something's going to happen. You might not appreciate what happened. Like, I know people that will get a big placement and they be like, yeah, man, but I really want it. Like, but bro, like,
gratitude, man. You gotta be grateful for every small win because it leads to a large win.
Absolutely.
Dropping some major gems.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I did a little ranting right there, but you know, I got excited about it.
It wasn't like you were saying a whole lot of nonsense.
No,
it was
the
good
world needs
information.
to hear
So
this,
yeah.
man.
Yeah,
You know?
that's the goal. Just never stop. It's just like getting in the gym. As long as you don't stop, as long as you stay healthy. And last but not least, like, because I think this is very important. Now that you know that nothing can stop you but yourself, and if you keep going, you guarantee get there. Don't think against the goal. A lot of times people think against the goal. They say, well, why would they sign me? I don't even have da-da-da-da. Or, well, why would they take my beat? I don't even da-da-da-da. Listen, when I got my first placement, I didn't have no keyboard. I didn't have no studio. I didn't have no SSL board. I made my first beat on a Windows 98 computer in a bedroom with the bed falling off the hinges with $4 in my account and still got on MTV. You know what I mean? And had the opening theme song for a TV show. So let that inspire you while also just getting out of foster care, while potentially getting shot at to go get some Chinese food.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Being there.
Don't even know. Panda Express. No,
Don't even know if it's safe to get some shrimp fried rice tonight. You know what I'm saying? So it's just to say, like, nothing can stop you but yourself. Don't think against yourself. Think towards the goal. Laugh, joke, do stuff to keep you laughing. Laughter is the secret to the universe.
Yes.
Do stuff to just keep yourself laughing as much as you can. When you feel yourself slipping into those dark spaces, boom, turn that comedy on or whatever it is you do in your world. Hop into that and just literally treat yourself like something you have to keep watering yourself with positivity and good energy and good music, good movies. So you have to surround your brain with good shit. You know what I mean? And as long as you do that, like, if you're doing that, you already won. That's just first. If you're doing stuff like that, you already won. But if you're doing that, getting to wherever you want to go, you already there.
Facts.
There we go.
Well, you heard it here first.
On that note.
Don't give up. Hustle and motivate. From Mr. Hustle and Motivate himself.
There we go.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
So where can everyone find you at? You know?
Oh, you can find me on Instagram, David Wade Time. Like, it's David Wade Time, y'all. David Wade Time _ You can also hear a little something on soundcloud.com/David Wade Forever. And please don't forget, go get that new Lucky Day album because you can hear me singing on there as well. It's called Algorithm. It's out right now.
Out right now, today.
If you can, just do everything you can.
Exclusive.
Just stay in tune for the new project, Spring Water, dropping soon. I got y'all.
Spring Water. Well,
yeah, thank you for being here, man. Thank you for dropping those gems.
Thank you.
Yes.
Motivating. Your life story is very
inspirational,
inspiring, you know, and may God bless you and bring you even more wins in the future.
Thank you, big bro.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Well, I'm very happy to say that I know you. You know what I'm saying? My friend right here.
Hey.
And, man, we just had an amazing episode right
really
now.
did.
So I want you guys to tap in, drop your favorite gem in the comments that was mentioned today, or you can also drop if you are feeling our new president or our old president, or they both old presidents. Which old president are you looking for?
Which one you want?
Drop
Which
it
one
in
you
the
want?
comments. We got the lesser of two evils. But
Is you looking for Donald Trump or is you looking for Joe Biden?
Joe Biden, baby.
Joe Biden, baby.
All right, this is Artist Uncut. It's your girl Major DeVoe.
Lamore Compton, aka Lamore the Great.
We got our guest host right here,
David Wade, D Wade.
and we gonna catch y'all next time.
Stay blessed.
Bye.